All right, let's answer these questions you have real fast. First of all, given your function right here, you definitely could put it in standard form, but I personally think it's always easier to just use it in the vertex form. What I'm going to do is take this and analyze it in terms of our coefficients A, H, and K, just so we can do this real quick. So, first of all, our A value in this case would be this -1 in front. Like your other question is like, what do we do with this +2? You can think of this as x minus -2 if you want, and then I'll say +0. This might be an overly convoluted way of doing this, but again, if you have a +2 right here, and it says minus h, to get a +2, but think about it in terms of subtraction, you'd be a minus -2. And then you don't have anything being added on here, but we're just going to add on 0 just so I can see it. This would mean that the vertex is at -2, 0. This negative right here, this would mean this is a concave down parabola. Let's see other questions. Actually, let me step back real fast. I just want to. I'm kind of was thinking in the back of my head. I want to say something else. So let's look at this real fast. Just in its original form, I'm thinking I might have been that little bit too convoluted. If you're going to identify the vertex from this, the vertex is always the opposite of this coefficient right here. So this is a +2. That means the x value will be a -2. That's just always how it works. I mean, in other cases, if you think about it, if we had something like x minus 3 squared, the vertex would have an x value of 3, meaning this is a -3, we're going to use a +3. So in general, in this form, what's in the parentheses for that x value is always just the opposite. So that's another way of thinking of doing that part right there. And then this number, the k right here, or the y value, is always what you're adding on. If you're adding on nothing, then it's just 0. So that's another way of thinking about that. We get at -2, 0, which is the point right here. We know this is going to be concave down. If we need to sketch this, we need one more point. I'm going to find the y-intercept, so where it crosses the vertical axis here. And I do it just by plugging in 0 into my function. That's always, for me, the easiest one to find. And that becomes 2 squared, which is 4. Then I have this negative. I get -4. So I plug it in as 0. I got out -4. That's my y-intercept. And that would just be my second point. And then obviously you can use WAMAP to sketch the nice, beautiful parabola. Ooh, that's terrible for that thing. The axis of symmetry is always really easy. It just goes through the x value. It's this vertical, straight vertical line right here that goes through the vertex right here. And so that line is x equals -2. It's always x equals whatever the x value of your vertex is.